just a minute. Okay. Hi, everyone. Just getting set up here. So welcome. This is going to be a short chair practice. Doing some standing poses as well. And we'll start seated. Whoever's comfortable for you, you might uncross your legs, rest the feet on the ground. Stand nice and tall. And we'll just start with a mudra, which is used often in meditation, where you bring one palm on top of the other, and then bring your thumbs to touch. So you can determine which palm you want on top. If you want a little more calming energy, bringing maybe the left palm on top, more activating energy, the right palm on top. So when the thumbs touch, they form a circle between the thumbs and the rest of the fingers, and then the backs of the hands rest in your lap, shoulders relax. And from here you might close your eyes, or you might have them softly open, maybe gazing down away from the screen. And just beginning to tune inward, check in, notice how you're feeling. No right or wrong, just observing. Notice your body, your breath, your mind, your mood. Following your breath in and out. Just following your natural breath to start. When you're ready, begin to deepen your breath. Breathing in and out through your nose if you can. Do a deep diaphragmatic breath. So we're using our full lung capacity, we're using the diaphragm, the muscle under the lungs to help get a full expansive breath. It's very common for many of us throughout our day, and especially when we're stressed, that we might only breathe shallowly in our upper chest using the upper part of our lungs. So now we're trying to cultivate a full deep breath to the best of our ability, not forcing or straining. I invite you now to place one hand on your belly and one on your your chest, begin to feel the breath. So notice your hands rise as you inhale, fall as you exhale. You might also notice the ribs expanding out to the sides, so you bring your hands on either side of your ribcage. Notice as you're inhaling, the ribs expanding outward. As you're exhaling, you're drawing in slightly. Again, this is just a small movement. So you don't have to exaggerate it. It doesn't have to be big. Back to the belly and chest. Shoulders relaxed, still sitting nice and tall. And we always want to maintain this deep breathing breath. So if you're noticing as we're moving that you're losing your breath, it's getting shallow, or you're holding it, use that as a signal to change what you're doing in the body. Maybe taking a modification or variation of the pose, or just stopping it altogether, taking a break. Now taking a moment to set an intention, a sankalpa. What do you need today? Repeating this to yourself 3 times, putting it in the present tense to help it manifest. And when you're ready, release your arms down by your sides. We're going to start with some shoulder movements. We're going to inhale our left shoulder up and back. Exhale, our right shoulder up and back. So beginning to link breath and movement. Inhale, left shoulder up and back. Exhale, right. Continue to move with your breath. And it might be a small movement up and back, or it could begin to get bigger and you could lift your elbow out to the side as well, or maybe even your whole arm. Just see what feels right for you. Let the breath lead the movements. 2 more. And just noticing whatever is there without judgment. So I have a lot of crunchiness, a lot of tightness in my shoulders right now. So I'm just sending loving energy with my breath to my shoulders. And then letting them both rest. Still sitting nice and tall. Inhale and really lengthen our spine up, reach the top of the head up. And exhale, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Gently stretch the left side of your neck. Breathe here, notice what you feel in your body. With your next inhale, come back up through center. Exhale to the other side. Observe, notice. What does it feel like on this side of your neck? It could be really different. Now, sitting tall again. With your inhale, we're going to go back over to the right. And notice if there's a tendency to lean over or bring the ear up. Can you bring your shoulder up. Relax your shoulder away from your ear. And keep the rest of your spine staying nice and tall, just letting the head fall to the side. And then an option here, if you want to bring your right hand gently to your head and reach your left fingertips down and out at an angle. Breathing deep and even. And then slowly release, lift your head up. Maybe take a couple shoulder rolls with both shoulders. Up, inhale, exhale, let them come down on your back. Now, letting the left ear drop back over to the left side. Any amount, try it again to keep the shoulders relaxed. And the rest of the spine is sitting nice and tall, just tilting the head. And then you might bring your hand to your head and reach your other fingertips out, but you might not do it on this side. Kind of depends on what's going on in your body. How does this feel? If it's too much, just keep your hands in your lap. Maintaining your deep, even breath, not pulling too hard, just a gentle touch on the top of your head. When you're ready, slowly release the hands if you're using them, bring your head up, hands come back to the lap. Now let's turn our head side to side. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. So notice if you're ever like between these movements, there's a tendency to slouch or back seat, if you can still maintain your nice tall spine. And with your exhale, gaze over your right shoulder any amount. Try to keep your chin parallel with the ground so your chin isn't coming down. Inhale back through center. Exhale, gaze over the left shoulder. And don't force. Inhale back to center. So we're moving with our breath now. Exhale over the right. Continue to move with your breath. Every inhale is coming back to center. Every exhale, you're turning your head to one side. And one side, you might be able to turn your head more. That's okay. Just noticing that, just observing that. And then after you finish up on the left next, just come back to center. Take your time to get there. So we're going to add to that movement. We're going to bring our arms like cactus or goalpost arms. So the elbows are lifted, elbows bent, palms facing forward. So you're nice and tall. With your next exhale, bring your right hand down. It could come about halfway down, so we'll show you from the side. Or you could reach it down more, but it doesn't have to reach totally back. Only bring your hand down as much as is comfortable. The elbow stays lifted. And turn your gaze over the right shoulder again. And then inhale back to center. And as you come back to center, really bring your shoulder blades together on your back. Open across your collarbones. Exhale. The left hand begins to come down and maybe face back, not forcing, turning your head to gaze over the left. And then come back to center. So now we'll begin to flow one breath, one movement, still trying to keep the elbows lifted. Exhale. Right hand comes down, turning to the right. Inhale to center, shoulders relaxed. Exhale to the left. Left hand down. Inhale back to center. Do one more on each side with your breath. If this is getting to be too much on your shoulders, take a break. Everybody's body is different, so this might look different in people's bodies. When you're ready, bring your hands down to your heart center. Check in again with your intention. Repeat it to yourself. Bring your hands to your knees now. With your inhale, we're going to puff our chest up and lift our gaze. Open our throat. And then exhale and round up our chin to our chest, gaze down, navel in towards your spine. Just do this a few times with your breath. Seated cat and cow. Just paying attention to your spine and how it's feeling. One more. And then sit nice and tall. We'll do a seated twist now, back with the cactus arms. And if, again, if this doesn't work for your shoulders, maybe bring your hands to your heads. Or maybe just a little, like the hands are lower, the elbows are lower, right? Find an option that works for you. We're going to inhale at center, nice and tall. Exhale, twist over to the right, just a small amount, because we're just going to inhale back through center. Exhale to the left. Just a flowing twist, moving with your breath. Every inhale brings you back to center. Every exhale, you're gently twisting. Now the next time that you come to the right, no rush. Let your hands release down. So your left hand comes to your right knee, and your right hand comes to meet the back of the chair, the back of the seat. And maybe you settle into the twist a little more, and you're able to twist a little deeper, gaze back over your right shoulder. Still keeping the chin parallel, and not to drop the chin into the chest. But if this doesn't feel good, your twist might be more to the side, or even just more forward. Doesn't have to be a deep twist. Take one more breath here. And now we're going to come through center and lift our arms straight up to the sky. Exhale over to the other side. Rest your hands, find that spot so your right hand comes to your left knee, left hand behind you. If your left ear is really hunching up by your shoulder, you can gently relax it down. You might need to bend your elbow. And just gently twist as much as you need to on this side. It'll be different. One more breath on this side. And then inhale back up through center. We're going to lift our arms and lift our gaze. Maybe to a slight back bend. With your exhale, let it out with a sigh. Fold forward, bring your hands to your knees. And you could stay at this like half forward fold. Or you can begin to slide your hands down on your shins into your feet and round. If that feels okay on your back, bringing your face towards your knees or your shins. But find what feels good for your body. If you're taking care of your low back, you might just stay with hands on the knees and a flat back. So you're only about halfway down. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then slowly begin to lift up, sitting tall. So we're just going to do one more thing seated, and then we'll come to standing. So we're going to explore some breath work and visualization called stair-step breath. So take a moment, maybe closing your eyes, gazing away from the screen, and think of an image for calm strength. What represents calm strength to you? It could be a person, could be an object, something in nature. And if you can't really visualize a thing or a person, maybe a word. So another word comes to mind, and you might visualize that word in front of you. Your hands for this exercise could just stay on your lap, or if you wanted to take the mudra from the beginning, Dhyana mudra, you could take that as well. And now we're going to imagine a mountain. And what we're going to do is we're going to take little sips of air in as we walk upstairs up the mountain. And then exhale, and we're going to slide down the mountain. So inhale, inhale, inhale. Little sips of air in as you walk up the mountain. And see your image for calm strength. Exhale, slide down the mountain. Long and smooth. And with the little sips of air in, there's no one right number, so you could have 2 sips of air in, you could have 5, you could have 3. So again, little sips of air in, Imagine you're walking up steps to the top of the mountain. Pause and see your image for calm strength. Exhale, slide down the mountain. And if it's too much to pause and see your image for calm strength, like you're holding your breath a little bit there, you could just see your image as you're walking up the mountain. So let's try it one more time. Taking little sips of air in, step up, step up, step up, getting to the top of your mountain, seeing your image for calm strength, and slide down the mountain. Now we're going to try that the opposite way. So we're going to take a glass elevator up the mountain. So you can still see the scenery around us, still see our image for calm strength. And then we're going to walk steps down the mountain. And it doesn't matter if your image for calm strength matches what you might see from a mountain, right? This is our imagination. So, yeah. So now we're going to inhale, long smooth inhale up in a glass elevator up to the top of our mountain, seeing our image for calm strength, and little sips of air out, little steps down the mountain. So, and again, glass elevator ride up the mountain, seeing our image for calm strength. And as many steps down as you need, little sips of air out as you walk down the mountain. So you're releasing air out a little bit at a time. Again, not straining, just doing the best you can. If this isn't working for you, you can just listen. We'll do that one more time. So inhale, smooth elevator ride up to the top of the mountain, see your image for calm strength, and then walk down the mountain, little sips of air out as you step down, as many as you need to, releasing the air out of your lungs. So now just for a moment, between these little sets, returning to your deep, even breath that we've been doing before. The diaphragmatic breath. Just 1 second.